What is up, everyone? Good morning. Happy Saturday morning live 4. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm on my game this morning. Lock Force sign is lit. And we are going to jump right into it. I had thought we were going to do a Hyundai trunk lock. This one, wait a minute. This one, as a matter of fact. And I guess we're not going to do that because they found the key after I had interrogated them. So we'll talk about it real quick. And I do have, actually, oddly enough, a security door coming in at some point. I don't know if they're going to show up in the next hour or not. However, based on their phone call, yeah, we're going to see a door. He couldn't take the lock out. I'm assuming it's maybe a profile cylinder because you can't take the cylinder or the lock apart. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But this was what we were going to do. And it's basically, this was a accent. It was a wrecked accent that was bought for salvage. And yeah, so this would have been basically not too bad. Pretty much the same standard locks that trunks have used forever. Even going back to Toyotas and stuff like that. It's just, where am I? Let's see, there's that picture right there. Let's make this one bigger. Basically, just pop that cap off. It's peened. Somebody in a previous video of mine liked how I use the word peened. It's peened down right there, but it's pretty easy to just stick a little flathead in there and pry up the little tabs and pop the cap off, take that spring and clip off the back, and it comes apart in your hand, and you can just make a key for it. So that's what we're not doing. That's what we were going to do, but now we're not doing it. So that's it on the content. Thanks for watching, y'all. Have a great day. No, I'm just kidding. We're here for the long haul. Yes, I pulled the table out. We have some table stuff I got to do. And it's not the holiday anymore. So I got to get the table back out for things. Getting sound only. Perfect audio. Okay, well, that's good to know. Okay, thank you, mods. Good morning to everybody. It has been, let me back up. This Christmas was slow. Most of the time Christmases are slow, and then, you know, it starts steadily picking back up. I don't know if you have this in your area or not, but it starts steadily picking back up until pretty much all hell breaks loose. And that was yesterday for me. I drove probably 400 miles that way and that way and that way, and just doing jobs left and right, and it all became a blur. Therefore, and it's also mostly due, in fact, to the UPS not bringing in a package Thursday. We had to delay 2 jobs that were way out that way. One at a TV station and another at a produce place, because UPS didn't show up until 4 o'clock, and they're supposed to be here. Well, they're not supposed to be here, but they're normally here around 1, so we kind of base our afternoons on UPS shipments, and dude didn't show up till 4 o'clock, which, I got back here at the shop at 1:30 or 2 from being busy in the morning. I was supposed to get my package and go, and he didn't show up. So thanks for that, UPS. Appreciate that, dude. Anyway, so yes, I'm basically went home last night with the intention of making a new start screen and trying to implement this new, not new, but it's the new live control room. Even though my channel's set, I think somebody getting their channel locked has been making people a little wary. But yeah, I need to set it, because when you go to the live control room in this stupid thing, now they're pushing you for this, go to the new live control room. And whenever YouTube starts pushing you to do something like that and continuously reminding you to do something like that, you are pretty much under the assumption that you're going to have to do something. You're going to have to do that. Under the assumption that you're going to have to do something. Okay, let me get this screen up. So, that was the 2010 Hyundai Accent. So, yeah, it was one of those, where was I? What was I talking about? Anyway, yeah, I went home last night with full intent to try to implement this new thing, because I think you're going to have to. However, the chat, the chat that's at the beginning, I can't get the layout to carry over from the new style to the old. That's pretty much one of the only things that I did. And I don't know, you guys who get notifications, because the actual owner of the channel doesn't get notifications like other people do, unless you follow it on a whole different account. But I don't, and that's one of those things where I had tried that last Saturday morning, and that's why last Saturday's title was this is the actual video, because I triggered it live. So I don't know, did y'all get, anybody remember getting a double notification that I was live Saturday? I left it public for like 10 minutes before I chickened out. I couldn't get the chat to work right. I couldn't get my pretty interface to work right, basically. And so I chickened out and went back to the old style. But yes, I think they're going to. So if anybody, post in the comments, please, if anybody remembers kind of seeing two like notifications show up. Because this one, the one that you're on, when I don't set the reminder, even Wes or Night Owl have figured out that there's, I guess, a static link that this one live series is hosted on. So basically, I'm going to have to change that link, and I may do some testing. So I may do a weirdo live in the middle of the week while I'm trying to test that, just to see what happens. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, no content today. Let's go back to this. We're going to jump out there on the table. I didn't say hi to everybody, but all the usual Lock 4 suspects. Good morning, Night Owl, Wes, Miko, Ronald, Blind Picker. What's been going on with y'all? We were joking about drilling a lock, and actually that was one of the pictures I was going to do. I have the picture of the picked cylinder, which I don't know what happened to that cylinder. I brought the locks that we have lost. We have a few, not many, and one of them was that, and I had to, man, and that was in a hallway with a bunch of really nosy people. You know, you're sitting in a hallway, you know, picking a lock. People going behind you right to the break room, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And at least 50% of those people were sitting there thinking, oh, I wonder if that's a news story. That we locked ourselves out of an office. So yes, and then the inevitable questions, which is why I don't wear uniforms. I was wearing bright orange actually yesterday. And that kind of goes along with the theory. If there's a guy in bright orange doing weird stuff, just let him do what he's got to do. Works, right? Anyway, where was I? Chef Mel, what's up? Yeah, y'all are all cold and crappy up there, I bet. I don't know if it's crappy. I mean, the y'all's crappy is different. I'm sure y'all have crappy and then way crappier, but it's actually, the sun came out today and it's warming up to about 60 degrees. Kim and I are going to go, hey, good morning, Paul, to a movie tonight. Have y'all seen, we wanted to go see Morning Nick, Star Wars, the last Star Wars, just out of like obligation. I kind of got more and more depressed with the series as it went on, or the show, the movies. After Rogue One, I was just like, but I feel a sense of obligation to go see it on the big screen. It was between that and Bad Boys, and I want to see Bad Boys. I've heard that's really good, so it's not too late because one movie time is 6:55. And we've got a new movie theater that I'm going to go try. All fancy, lean back in your chair and just be obnoxious. More than likely, I'm guessing. Yes, hit that like button. Thanks for the reminder. Gumby, thanks for the reminder on that. Hit that like button if you're not had a chance. I will remain mute right now until you do so. And read the comments real quick. James Randolph, what is up? He wanted to know about posting a picture of a key and see who can make a copy of the picture. Let people mail the key and test them in video. That's an interesting idea. I'm really good at that game, especially with GM 10 cuts. So I can spot those a mile away just from a 10-year-long HGLL of working on GM 10 cut. What is up, Daz? Good morning or evening to you, probably. How are you doing? Urban Locksmith, what is up? The table's coming out. Okay, yeah, and we had some weird going on. Just let's see. So going back to that key mailing thing, let's ponder that. Somebody remind me about that in a minute. Thank you, Night Owl. Kevin, what is up? Somebody is sitting on their keyboard, it looks like. Southern accent. Hey, where are we? Whoa, it froze. Where are we? Okay. My chat freezes and then skips as I'm going through it. Good morning, Graham or Kilminster. What is up from Scotland? How are you doing from Mississippi? Welcome to Saturday Morning Live Chat. This is kind of just a chat this morning. We are going to look at some tools, which is why I'm playing with my Allen wrench here. I don't know why I'm playing with my Allen wrench. Please hold. I had meant to run to the grocery store, literally, well, not run, but walk to the grocery store because it's right around the corner to get some cold coffee because I ran out yesterday afternoon, and then Mr. Hyundai got me stuck in the shop. So I'm going to finish off this. Let's see, where are we? Never get notifications. YouTube is so crazy. I don't understand that. That skipped again. Bright orange prison jumpsuit. Speaking of bright orange, I don't know, those of you on Twitter may have saw this, but you know those things that ridiculous people at weddings light a candle under and it inflates this sake thing? Probably, I think it's China started that whole where it floats away and everybody's like, oh, we're polluting the environment with our bullshit. Landed on my front doorstep this morning. Bright orange. I don't know whose it is, but we're going to track it down. There's no government markings on it, so but it still has a big wad of ash in it. It's just littering on my yard from no telling where. My mom said Bad Boys was hilarious. Yeah, I know. I love Will Smith. I want to see that. We're going to go see it next weekend. So I don't really heated recliners. Ooh, I think these are heated too, honestly, but that's kind of stupid for Mississippi. You use it 2 months out of the year. And I don't like a hot butt. So yeah, I think because Star Wars is like, that's the only reason I don't do movies really, but there are some movies you kind of got to go to the theater to watch. One of them being Star Wars. So we're going to, I guess, don't like this Disney Star Wars. I love the original. Yeah, I love the original too. What's up, Lowell? What's up, Gary? How are y'all? You're at work. I won't tell anybody that you're on YouTube. Just put Lock4 stickers on your coffee mug. You know what? Yeah, you're right. I should, except I don't know how well they'd hold up to the repeated washings and stuff. But I do still have a few. I just signed up for holographic. Ooh, I missed the initial, but we're gonna get I think 50 holographic versions of this one. I hope. I don't know when, but they had a special and I was able to sign up because I guess they just missed it, so they let another limited number of people sign up. So I'm on hold. So we're gonna get some holographic Lock4s. That's too shiny, isn't it? Yeah, that's got a glare right. How come somebody didn't tell me there was a glare on that? Is that better? No, there's still a glare there. Wait, I'm looking at the wrong screen. Hold on. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Anyway, I was almost caught up on comments before I had Chinese lanterns. Is that what they're called? Is that the official name? Just a Chinese lantern? Except this was bright orange and in no way Chinese. This was more like a poor experience. One got caught at a tree. One that you did and lit off and it flew. Dang it. Yeah, okay, I get it. I mean, I just don't believe in them. Wash the flavor out of your cup. Yeah. Just ordered mine and now you get holographic. Well, the holographic, I bet those won't come because last time we ordered it took wish lanterns. There you go. One of yours. Yeah. I mean, that's dangerous in itself. I've never believed in lighting things besides, fireworks are bad enough. But when you light an open candle, I've never done it. But like you're sending fire into the sky to burn whatever the hell it wants to burn. So I'm just all right, bye, James Randolph. Thanks for joining in. I appreciate it. And we're just going to jump up to the table and talk about tools for a minute because I've been meaning to do tool videos. Also, we're going to talk about something that somebody sent me. Somebody sent me something, and I know in a live you mentioned it, or in an email they mentioned it, but somebody sent me a screwdriver and some latches and some locks and stuff that we're going to look at in a watch that I did not charge up. I charged it up right when I got it in. So we're going to move up front here in just a second to the table, and I'm going to get y'all's opinions because I'm going to be redoing a couple of older videos. You know, as I go along with this whole video world thing and editing, I feel like I'm doing a little bit better with videos, but I kind of cringe when I look back on a few, so I want to redo them in a way. You know, they're older videos, and I may have different hot takes on them, different tools, whatever the case may be. And I was going to get y'all's opinion on it because I don't. I hadn't really decided how to go about it or what theory. I know it's going to be like a top 12 hand tools for locksmiths or top whatever tools for locksmiths. So I'm going to dump mine out on the table during live because I'm going to need them all out for me to do that video. So stay tuned for that video. Make sure you're subscribed, and we'll just get a look of the person that likes to take up my parking spots. That's why we shifted to the dual cams. Of course, yes, on the table, I've already got some out. I'm going to turn that camera around. I know that's really, really dark, but that's because the sun is like conflicting with the thing. So we're going to pull the camera out here in just a minute. We'll go over. I want you to get you guys suggestions. I got to go turn on the field comments though real quick. The field comments. And I do have to plug up my other mic, so I'll go ahead and start working on that. And maybe some suggestions. I know it's harder for me to, keep an eye on. Oh, no. The comment section is... Hold on. I made a mistake. I did. Okay, so I'm gonna have to. No, Frank's not here today. We're good. We're happy without Frank. I can move my iPad up there to do the comment section. So sorry about that. Did not realize the comment section was dead. Jackson, do a bright orange wish lantern official seeking out newlyweds. Oh, yes. I'm going to actually post that on my neighborhood group. I'm going to be one of those next door or one of those Facebook group guys. Who did this? Who did this? Multi-tool, yeah, that's going to be one of them. This is customer reenactments. I've got an idea for a couple of those. I kind of itchy nose. I've got an idea for a couple of those that, hey, Lee E, what is up? Just had a baby boy. Yay, congrats to you, Lee. Everybody say congrats to Lee for his baby boy. Another little human has come into the world. Welcome, little human, from Jackson, Mississippi. That was me, Jason, if it was UPS. Nick, Nick, thank you. Yeah, I think it was UPS. Yes. The screwdriver and the watch, thank you. I knew somebody. I could not remember for the life of me, but I remember you mentioning it. I think in one of the lives that you had some stuff, so we're going to definitely go up there and take a look at that. In the meantime, let me get my other mic mic'd up real quick. Scroll down. Oh, we completely understand you not being able to if you're having a little human. You can't do that. That should be your number one priority for sure. Let's get this thing fired up. We on over here, we're on over there. Switch to this mic and do a mic check. Since I'm going to have to move my comments real quick. But I appreciate that. We're going to go look at it right now. That'll be the first thing. Well, that'll be the... Has a cord. I've got a cord issue. Yoda's going to have to hold the camera for a second. So I'm going to leave it on this screen so I can move that. Thank you for the audio check reference. We're just gonna have to move this real quick so that I can go up front. This is one of those little quirks that I wish I could get sorted out. Okay, you stay right there. Okay, stay right there. But it is likely to be one of those forever irritations to me. I'm gonna put in motorized camera system would be pretty awesome, right? Heckin' yeah. We need an engineer to design a motorized camera system in the shop. Okay, let's zoom this in. Yeah, we can take this off real quick. And let's take a look. The zoomed in camera. I may have to walk back and forth for just a minute, so excuse me there. Hey, I'm back. And we will go over to this. And get a bigger zoom in on that actually. Okay, we can unplug you. That actually may work out better for a comment section than anything else. All right. Ignore that back row because that's not really, that wasn't included. That's just there from the glue stick. So what did y'all think about that glue stick video, huh? Hey, surprise me. All right, thanks, Wes. We up here? I think we're up here. There we go. Yes, awesome. We have, he obviously saw that video where I was trying to track down a number 3 Phillips driver. I did find a Craftsman one, but I did not. It's longer than this. This is actually pretty awesome because I believe, and I have it in here, we can compare it. I think it's a little bit shorter, which is exactly what I wanted. So awesome. Thank you for that. That'll come in handy for door closers. Quick set latches for sure. These are going to get used pretty much immediately. We go through these things like water, so appreciate that. That is awesome. Some mortise cylinders, brand new LSDA. You got 2 of each size, basically inch, inch and an eighth, inch and an eighth chrome. And I do have a whole separate video on unboxing this, but I figured I'd go over it. This is like a smartwatch deal, and like I said, it's got a plug-in. The only thing I hadn't found is where you put the SIM card in it. So I didn't know if you had to pop. There's like a little bitty notch right here, and I'm guessing there's some type of way to pop it off. Because it asks for a card. This is simply the charging port right there. And I did charge it and turned it on, and you can like Bluetooth it with your phone. So yes, I'm still playing with that. Some M1 keys, that's awesome. These are like jiggle keys. You could use these for multiple uses. Jiggle keys sometimes, or keys to basically just hold the wafers in at a set depth. Like when you pick a GM 10 cut, you can't turn it without a key in there. So this you could use. Normally I use one that's all cut down. This looks like one of the ones I have in my set for a jiggle, where you just jiggle the lock. So yep, those come in handy for sure. I love it. Of course, y'all are looking at it, but you probably have figured out what it is. The 10 millimeter socket. He lost his and I got one. He's going to be looking for that 10 millimeter. Hey, now he's like, that's what happened to that 10 millimeter socket. But we know he had to have sent it, because if he just lost it in the box, then he would have never seen this and he wouldn't know, right? Isn't that how that works? A couple of Lori rim cylinders using a Taylor key. I think that's a T7, I believe. I'm pretty 110% sure. Some security SY keys. These are very rarely used, but they are used. Pops off, that's it. Okay, so yeah, it pops off the back right there. Okay, I mean, that obviously looks like a pop-off area. I was gonna make sure before I went to prying and everything. Yeah, I can definitely use some of it. I appreciate it. This, especially these. This is this. Believe it or not, well, I'm sure you do believe it. These things break, and while the cylinder itself is not that big of a deal, that part is certainly a big deal. So yes, these will definitely go in. These will just go in my kit to have in an emergency. There's nothing worse than getting to 20, lever handle things that those go in, and 2 of them having a broken cam, and you having to explain, hey, it's messed up. Oh, it worked fine before you touched it, type of deal. So yeah, thank you, Nick, for that. I appreciate it for sure. Also, would you stop it? My phone is being absolutely irritating today with its notifications and such. I don't have a chair out here. I'm not fully prepared for this. So what I brought the table out for today is because I have to... Oh, Pete, you're having connection issues. That's horrible. Just close it down and maybe come back. See if that helps. Thanks a lot. We're going to run over these comments real quick. Her name Vinny, you need a... Yeah, that number 3 fix shank works. It's going to work out well. We're going to look at it compared to the other one that I got, which I'm not fond of. But it's good to have options for sure. What do we get? We got a tool bag down there that we're going to pull up, and we do have a few locks that we lost, so we'll talk about those too. I don't have a chair there, so let's go ahead and start actually by talking about what y'all think would be a good idea for that video. What are you interested in seeing my take? I mean, y'all seen a lot of my tool videos, so it's one of those things y'all already know pretty much what it's good. It doesn't change a whole lot. There have been, since I've done those videos, there have been a few new tools added, so that's kind of what I'm going to go over. And some of the stuff that really doesn't need to be here. Oh, here it is. I did find it. And I'm actually highly curious as to what am I saying? Oh, that keyway right there. No, I don't have any boxes, dang it. Hold on, let me grab an empty box. Give me just a sec. I'm going back here in the back room and to the secret lair and find a empty recycle box. Okay. The other one's just too heavy to move, so I didn't want to move it. New cat litter box, yo. I'll go ahead and zoom out for a sec, since I didn't bring my chair up here. No, this may be the door, actually. Oh, maybe not. I don't know, we'll see. There's a door coming in still, to my knowledge. This kind of started because I was going to use this to give to Kim. I remember Kim went to New York last week. I was going to give her this to put the GoPro and stuff in. However, I didn't. Oh, yeah, this is a customer. Hold on just a sec. Hey. These are, you have the car out there? Yeah. These are 45. You want to get one? Uh-oh. Yep. That. Yeah, it's not working in the door. Give me just a minute to cut it another way.
You gotta go old school now.
Well, the way it's been copied is making it not want to. When you copy off of a copy off of a copy, especially with car keys, it just gets worse and worse, and it's to that point. Okay, well, I think we're live on. Are we on? Yeah, we are. Okay. Having trouble with this one. I don't know why it's not working in the door. Honestly, I think it's because the head's not going up. Yep, there it goes. It's the head and the trim. Okay, that's weird. I'll see what's going on with it. What year did you say that was?
14.
Oh no, please don't hit me for something there. Wait, how do you turn the air down? Okay. That's good. Good enough. All right, the trim on your door, when you put the key in and turn it, sticks out like really far. That's why I was asking what year it was. So the key, you do have to, like, if you're going to use it in the door, you do have to kind of push because it hits right there for some reason. Yeah, and I don't know what this key, this is the standard key for those, but this one's a little bit longer, I guess, to compensate for that. But I mean, it cranks it. And that's an original copy too.
Okay.
So this is just a bad, the little cuts are just too, it's been copied too many times. So this one you need to consider your original.
I keep it.
It's going to add a bit to it, but not much. So we're just going to do 50 total. So with your taxes, 54. There's that. And I had a pen somewhere. I may not write all of it, but good. All right.
Good.
Thank you. Have a good one. All right, yeah, sorry about that. Where were we? We got to go back up front to the table. So let me scan back over the comments. Sorry to those who had to go. We had issue with that. Always an issue. I should have caught that before I wasted that key too. Just one of those things where you got to bite it. Lock World 10 millimeter for taking apart cars mainly, yeah. All right, wait, what was this? Morning Pocket Woman, what is up? Brian, how are you? Didn't see it. I don't think I saw you earlier. Just hey to everybody who has joined in. LPP, I think I just saw somebody say, hey, LPP. And everybody else, Lex, who's joined in. Thanks for tuning in. We were just looking up front at tools. And I'm going to go back. I missed the comments during when I was supposed to be. Was he sitting there watching? I bet he was sitting there watching the live while it was going on. And the comments. Oh, he was probably like, this homeboy's live. Oops. Anyway, let's go back up front. Oh, did a puppy go by? I missed the puppy. I thought I saw a puppy walk by the back of my eye. Was it Mestoof? Okay, here we go. We're gonna go back up front now. I was just checking up on it. Catching up on the comments. What camera were we on? No, we're not on that camera. We're not. This one. Yes, locks we've lost this week. We gotta go to the locks we've lost. I know I'm making y'all dizzy with that. Sorry about that. That was supposed to fire off the locks that we lost this week. A little thing there, but it didn't, obviously. So let's, sorry about this skipping around one more time. I should just move that. Let me just get rid of that. Cut that for right now. Cut that for right now. Move on over here. Because he was sure sitting in this chair right here. And the live is sure going on right here. Take a pic and see if he just logged on. Oh, getting an MRI, Pocket Woman. We're going to keep our fingers crossed for you. Listening on the ride home. I've listened to one of yours on the way in. You learned to yodel, but we broke up. Oh gosh, Pete. Out here cracking bad jokes. So the locks that we've lost this week, we'll go ahead and zoom in on the table just a bit. Dismiss that notification for the 50th time. And I do want to figure out what keyway. What keyway do y'all think this is, y'all? Y'all. Let's see. Somebody guess a keyway. This will be a game. Yes, the game. The games of Lock Force. Anyway, yes, I picked it. To me, with this rounded front, and this is definitely an older style cylinder. I hated these clip deals, especially I hated the ones that had the snap clip. I'm guessing, gosh, even while I was picking it, I was trying to figure out what that was. Maybe a rust one. It's an Ilco type cylinder, even though it is an old cylinder. So post in the comments what you think that might be, and I'll go grab some keys because I want to see what what was inside that bad boy. This is most of the parts of an old Corbin mortise lock that is one of those that is extremely hard to figure out how to get off the door. There's no real easy indication, and we are missing a part, so this was not going to get disposed of. It's actually a really good condition for a 1970s era, 60s era mortise lock. It's in great condition. However, I did have to leave one of the rosettes. There's an inside rosette just like this. Because there is this thing is extremely irritating to try to get off the door if you can't see, if it's set in a way where you can't find this. For some reason, this hole was hidden by, you can see where it's scratched up there, but you run across so few of them that you always have to remember, oh hey, there's got to be another rosette. So all you could see on the inside was this rosette, which with the obvious hole, you unscrew it, but there was no other indication on how to get it off until I finally noticed that hole. I don't know why I didn't notice it before. They just wanted to put a book rack in front of that. So farewell handle, right? These deserve to be farewelled. This almost threw me for a loop yesterday because I had put in a Weiser lock to replace this, and the Weiser lock that I had, because they all used a Weiser key, this one is a quick set. I didn't have the quick set. The closest I had was a Weiser version of this, but the latch had been there for years, and I suddenly realized, because Weisers have the plate, you can't convert Weisers to drive-in style. This door was a residential door, but it CO63 Ilco Aero compatible. I'm thinking it was an Aeros, pretty much. I was going to go get an AR4 SX Schlage composite. It might be. I was thinking it's definitely some type of composite cylinder, even though it's an old one. But then I put the Weiser knob on, and then I realized that LSDA, thank gosh, LSDA locks have 6-way. I hate those 6-way latches because sometimes you have to fight them to get them in. But for this instance, it came in handy, so I actually sold them the Weiser lock with, oh, goodbye. But not before I broke the front off trying to figure out how to make it work. So I'm going to try to repair that little situation. That was an act of stupidity right there. Farewell. The reason this had to go farewell is because, let's see, we need to flip this little, there's that Craftsman driver we're going to look at. Hey. Turn it to the locked position and mount it on the door, tight on the door. Wait, there, watch. We can highlight this very effectively. Straight in line with the screw hole right there. There we go. This is pretty common amongst Weiser and quickset knobs. There you go. Farewell, crappy quicksets. And the plate, we got some more screw debris here. I'm gonna go ahead and use this opportunity to do this, and then we're gonna dump out all my tools, and then hopefully by the weekend, and we're gonna go watch that movie tonight. Have a little Kim time where I'm not allowed to edit stuff. So tomorrow morning I'm going to jump on some editing, and we'll do a little tool video with whatever I record after we get off live today. Once again, old Weiser. I don't believe it pops out anymore. Nothing really wrong with it besides that. That's really the only thing that ever goes bad with them. As some dude in this video where I showed y'all how to take this apart, who literally jumped on to me because it was pure junk and it should be gotten rid of. Well, yeah, but if they work, they still work, right? I bet you own a house with 10 knobs, and just because they're junk, they should be gotten rid of, right? And this hadn't happened very often. We have a disconnect here. We have a disconnect with the doodad. Wait. Is this the one? No, this was not working earlier, y'all. Yo, what's going on there? It miraculously started working. Or did I grab the wrong latch? No, because I put the one in. Wait a minute. Okay, so seriously, guys, this would not flip open in the door. This was totally flip-flop, flip-flop, flip-flop. That is wicked. Something's going on with it, though. I don't know why, but it was not, because I had to, in fact, you can see where I was pressing, right, like right there. I had to, like, force it back through a crack in the door. Wow, that's crazy. I don't know why, but I did have a failure. It just became disconnected somehow. And usually that only happens because this top right here breaks in them. Long story short is you get a call to open a door and replace the lock. Okay, what did we decide on? We decided on quickset Corbin. What was it? Space and depth keys. If anybody out there knows where to get Locksmith or space and depth keys here in Canada, you know, some of those eBay auctions, like we do eBay, it's a Schlage Classic. I'm gonna run over here and see which, zoom out, go take a look real quick and try a couple of the keys. We're gonna try Arrow first. I don't think it's an Arrow though because of the bottom left groove. Arrow composite, unless you mean, you know, it may be one of those up there. Hold on. That would be wicked if it was. I'll try a master key. Master key does not go in. I'm back here on the board, just trying out a couple of keys. I'll be right back. It's not Arrow. Schlage. We'll just try a Schlage C. That would be wicked if it was a Schlage C. It is a Schlage C. All right, so it is a Schlage composite core. And let's see what was in there. And then I'm going to dump out tools, and then we're going to finish off this live after I dump out all the tools on the table. I do need a plug follower for this little task, I suppose. Oh, yeah, solid plug follower is not going to work real well with that. Yee. Good one, Jason. Do I have a hollow one anywhere, though, is the question. This will work. This sucker took me. I picked on this thing for like 10 minutes in the hallway. I'm going to do a funny video. Wes gave me a Sparrows clip removal tool. And, oh, that may not come all the way. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a funny video on that. I hope I didn't make Lockmove mad. Oh, no wonder that wasn't picked very well. Look at you, Heidi, little number 1 pin behind all the 5s and 6s. Was that 55154, 66165? I knew something was going on in the middle, but I didn't know what. But other than that, it shouldn't have any unless somebody added them, which is very rare now. Well, it was just that little one that was throwing me off. Anyway, somebody's going to get that cylinder. I have no desire for any of these cylinders with this little clip tailpiece. Yep. Well, that's crazy about the latch, for sure. And so finally, as I'm throwing this out, because again, this is not that big of a deal, you will hopefully see the results of whatever I end up with. I've tried doing these stupid tool videos so many times.
How we doing?
Good, appreciate it.
All right, how's it going?
Let's see what Flake sent us. Flake sent us something. We have a trade show coming up. Houston, March 6th, 26th, and 28th, for those interested. Houston, March 26th, 28th, trade show and education. I may have to go to that to get my CEUs for my alarm license. I don't want to go to that. Buy 5, get 1 free. Sweet. Marks. No. All right, comment section. And then we're going to go dump all this out real quick, and we're going to figure out what we're going to do. What are we going to do? Top 12, top 15 hand tools, top 15 locksmith related tools. Tools that you may need but never use. We all have those, right? EDC tools, EDC change. This rides in my truck. And it's kind of just a storehouse of things. Yeah, and dog fur. Dollar coins. Got my change drawer there. But yeah, basically we're just gonna redo that video and talk about, let's see, one thing we do want to talk about is whether this one is the same size. Oh, let's see, it's actually a bit longer. I don't know why I thought it was the same size. It's a bigger handle. And I wasn't really fond of this one because of the handle. This one at least has this one. Well, it's not good to put a pair of pliers on that for your tension. You know, sometimes you have to do what you have to do. I don't know. This just has a better feel. I don't know, maybe the black tip. We're going to try them both, but they're definitely going to go in probably 2 separate bags. But yeah, I mean, as a locksmith, in the one or two videos that I've done, 1 or 2 or 20 videos that I've done on hand tools, make sure there's no secret stuff coming out of here. Shouldn't be. No. Okay, scroll down. Let's get rid of you. Goodbye, locks we've lost this week. Locks that we've lost but are still saving, maybe. Yeah. Obviously, this needed to be done. Some of these did live in this, to be fair. And I said I dumped them out. But there's a lot of duplicates as well. So I'm going to resort. The whole point of doing the video, I'm going to do the video because I needed to obviously do it as well. Because it's so messy. I know Sloop's probably going to watch, but there's the Sloop roll. He always gets mad when I don't show off the Sloop roll in tool videos. In case you've never seen the Sloop roll, this is Sloop roll version 1. And yes, Sloop, I do keep my wrenchy things in it. But as a locksmith who doesn't do a whole lot of automotive anymore, those are not needed often in our world, but they are needed. And when I need them, I will have plenty of pine tree from moving the pine tree, or the Christmas tree this year. So if you're interested in anything particular about just hand tools in general, be sure and stay tuned. There's that other number 3. I'm good on number 3s. I didn't like this one because it's icky. The handle's icky now. In fact, this is one of those things that is going into the shop. That's because I've got these now. So this icky driver is leaving. However, I did like it. You know, I don't want to because it's got the hex shaft where you can crank. However, I have replaced that with this and a bit, so I don't need really 3 of them in there. And that's it. So My Klein bag here is getting some nice field markings. Thanks again, Wes, for that one. Consolidation. And only taking what you need. Those guys like Night Out in New York who have to carry all their stuff are probably aghast by the amount of stuff I have, because a lot of it can be consolidated. I don't really need 2 of them, but if I can't find one because it's in there, then I can find that other one. So I'm real big about doubling up. What's that? 2 is better than 1 is better than none, or something like that. Isn't that how the saying goes? But everything out here has a specific purpose. This to, a $50 pair of pliers just to remove fasteners so they don't get marred up. You don't want to mar up a customer's $1,000 handle set on their door just because you have regular pliers that would normally eat into the metal. So yeah, everything has a purpose, and we're going to do that. So if you haven't already, if you want to see something in particular, or if you have questions about something in particular, be sure to let me know here. I may not see it, or I may not have seen it earlier when you said it, but I will. I'll go back. See, I do carry safety glasses, y'all. I will go back definitely, and as always, read over all my comments. So, yeah. Speaking of Night Owl, have you found a use for your little bag yet? Use for your little bag yet? I bought all those bags, and all I got was one. Something's still in there. It's a pin. All right, well, come on, comment section. Let's go back. Let's go back over here, and we're going to wrap this up. What time is it? 12:11. We're going to wrap this up. This may be a light one today, y'all. Might be a light one, because I suck and don't have a whole lot of content planned. Something just fell on the ground. All right. No, not obligatory siren. Not obligatory siren. Go back over here. Please hold. Please hold. But even though I didn't have a whole lot of content planned, I do appreciate y'all tuning in. Switch back to the new mic. And check out the comments that I did miss, and we'll go ahead and reset this. I love using this little thing, even though they've stopped making them. This is the Exacta Mark II, not made anymore, for GM 10 cut and Z keyway, which is what I was cutting earlier. Can't beat this sucker. It makes it so easy to snap out a key. But I do leave it set for GM 10 cut, not the Z, because we get so many of those in. Hey.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Good.
Good, good.
What can I help you with?
I'm new in the neighborhood. I live right down the street on Downing Street.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir. I'm a veteran, sir. I was wanting to know, could I borrow $1 to catch the bus with? I definitely will return it to you.
Yeah, I don't have any that I can lend you. I'm sorry.
All right, all right. Thank
Have
you.
a good one.
All right, you too, you too.
I know, cold-hearted bastard, right? Cold-hearted, you know what? Do I ever work with Compex Timberline? Yes. I don't like to, but I do. We cut a lot of keys. The siren was in the last video. Yeah, that video was filmed back in September. Like the hit button, so not the reason. Yes, make sure and like the hit button. I see Night Owl is talking about the oh yeah, the Marks comment. Yeah, not real fond of that. The only thing that you can, I mean, the 22 series, they are what they are. It's going to have to be, if you have to replace it, that's the only thing you can use. However, there are a ton more panic bar manufacturers that you can use. So, but on the going back to the Compact Timberline, there's like Timberline and the Fort and all the 4 different ones or whatever. If I'm putting in locks, no, I don't turn. My immediate thought is not to go to Compact Timberline. But when you're working with Compact Timberline and you have to order replacement locks or whatever with the flippy things, they have to be. Or the pokey the core with the core key that never works like the directions say. The yellow tag key, what I call it, the stupid yellow tag key, I might add. Turn to clockwise position, snap core, remove key. No, it doesn't work like it. It's more like push it in, take it out, put it in again, take it out, figure the directions are in reverse, flip it upside down, put it in, take it out, back and forth, and finally, somehow, after you smack on the front of it and all that, finally you manage to get it in. That's the name of the yellow tag keys. Alrighty, so we are gonna, I hope he found his dollar. But if we gave money and cigarettes to every person who walked by out front, we would be broke in about 3 days. And also, I personally have to run them off because they start hassling when, not saying he would, but other people will start hassling customers pulling out. So I ended up having to both say no and then turn around 10 minutes later and run them out of the area. What are y'all joking about? Y'all over here, you're talking about jokes and stuff, and I missed it all. Like I said before, I've gone back over my comments. After the live's said and done, I'll scroll back, and then after it uploads again, I'll go over the comments. And you guys, I'll just make me laugh and laugh sometimes. I hate that I miss them as I'm going through it. He's telling me later to hold dormant door closer. Yeah. Who again mentioned the door closers? You're talking about the nut that holds the arm sometimes together. Is that 10 millimeter? That's what I got those Nipex for. I very rarely keep a 10 millimeter in my door closer when I'm pulling stuff out of that pile over there and like doing it into a bag if I'm working on door closers. Then I never put a 10 millimeter, but you're right, those nuts could possibly be 10 millimeter, but that's what I use the pliers wrench for now, especially the aluminum ones. Ugh. Aluminum ones. Anyway, I know I went way back on the comments on y'all for that one, but cigarettes, cash store, shoe repair, and free parking places, right? Yep, free parking places. Oh, so, I can't think, well, here's another video that I'm going to do. Lastly, to wrap up Saturday Morning Live 4, we're going to take a look at a lock straight from Hawaii. Hawaii, aloha, Hawaii. Hey.
How you doing, bro?
Good.
2 keys.
You don't have to take it off.
Okay. This one and
One of each one.
yes, sir.
Do you want these on this ring?
Yes, sir.
All right, we got 675. There's your ticket if you need it. All righty.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. Have a good day. I think somebody got my spot. Man, I should have put y'all in charge of watching my spot out there. Pretty sure somebody did. Blast it. Alrighty. Oh, yes. Straight from Hawaii. The lock straight from Hawaii. Let's take a look at it. I don't know if it'll ever be a video or not, but you can see it anyway. And he sent macadamia nuts too. Let's see. This is how it came with all the screws in a bag and several of the parts kind of in a bag. And the main problem is that's not supposed to be in two pieces. That is the hub return spring. And one might be wondering why it looks like that. While the cylinder looks like this. Because it goes in this cutout. Which is why he didn't want to. There's not a whole lot you can do to just replace. You can't go to Home Depot in Hawaii and buy one of these. So it is in for service. Also, wait. ASMR, right? You can't hear anything clicking. It is completely frozen up. So we got some cylinder servicing we got to do. I may want to make this a little prettier. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. Obviously, we have to fix the Morris lock and come up with a spring, but I want to try to do something with this. Pretty rough shape on the handles. So I'm kind of thinking about what I want to do there. A lot of it is just grime. But we'll see. It'll be a video. So that's what I'm working on, aside from, goofing off doing videos and stuff. Gonna have to figure out the spring situation. I think I've got some that are similar to that. So what's up, Lockpicking Lebowski? What's going on? Hey, Wes made it back. Welcome back, Wes. And again, I'm going to go back over my comments after the video is done to need to find those nice screw replacements for the hex key set. You should finally be getting your package this afternoon. Still haven't gotten it yet? I thought you got it already. Oh, well, no. Yeah, you did. I'm confused. Maybe I won't be confused when I go back over the video. Or go over the, hey, what's up? Anyway, Mr. MDB, what's going on? Need a bead blaster. Bead, spray, like a sandblaster type thing. For the handles, yeah, or a bead, yeah, that's an idea. Sandblaster, bead blaster, different media would cause a different finish. It's kind of one of those things where there's no room for experimentation on that. You either do it and hope for the best, or you do it and it turns something you don't want to. Yeah, no, hard on locks, I can imagine. And it was cool because great customer on my dad. I guess customer. He saw one of my videos and decided to contact me because he can't find anybody to help fix it around there. So, but he sent me a picture of a view that he has. Makes me jelly. And then I realized that Hawaiians must go through a lot of lubricant. However, I wonder what they use down there. That's curious. I'm curious. You see those pictures of Hawaii where it's like, there's like the remote areas in Hawaii, and the houses look normal, and they say, hey, you can get a house for $120,000. But I'm sure a lot of that's not necessarily true. But then you see these views of Hawaii on like in the tourist areas where all these hotels are built, and you're like, yeah, they got a lot of locks to work on there. I think I could find a job in Hawaii. I'd be okay with that. I don't know about living that close to the lava and all that natural disaster, tsunamis and everything else, but I could definitely see myself retiring and being a crotchety old man in Hawaii working on stuff. Get off my lawn! Did you put WD-40 in this lock? Don't you know you can't do that in Hawaii? I don't know if you can or not. It may be the best thing for Hawaii. We never know. Dry ice bead blasting. Super expensive though. Wes, I wanted to thank you for the hand towels. I, like a dumb, took a lock off the door a couple of weeks ago, set it down without even thinking about it on a bright red outdoor carpet, and when I set it down, it didn't come out, but graphite, a load of graphite, boom, right on the red, big black pile of graphite, right kind of in the, top right quadrant of this rug. And I was just like, son of a, more mad at myself for actually putting it on the rug instead of just on the concrete like I should have. But in my defense, there's no defense for it. No defense for it. You got to be careful when you're taking a lock off the door. But I was like, how am I going to get this off? Went and grabbed one of the those rough hand towel wipey things. Took it right off. It was almost completely gone. You couldn't really tell. It was an outdoor rug, so I know they're treated for that. But yes, it definitely took a pile of black off of red. So get off my lava! Get off my lava, you young whippersnappers! Tumble the handle and brass shavings. Yeah, that would be it. Sonic cleaning would be a good idea. I don't have a sonic cleaner, though. Good morning, Ty. We were about to wrap it up, but good morning to you. Good morning to everybody who I missed that when I was doing, nonsense. It's just wait. No. Hold on. Let's move. That's what we were doing earlier for those of you who just joined in. But in the meantime, we can see all these, what's out here taking off. Oh, that's what fell. That's not good. Hey.
How you doing?
Good.
I have a key that is bent, and I really hope that y'all can fix it for me. Take it off.
Toyota?
I hope so. It's my car key.
Do you have a car out there, too?
I don't. Can I do it the quick?
So, does it work okay when it's not bent?
Yeah, it works okay. Can you make another one?
I can copy it, but you have, number one, you've got a bad copy of a key.
Yeah.
It's just a Walmart or whatever copy. Number 2, it's bent. And number 3, Toyotas have a real bad time with their wafers. In other words, I could copy this. It may work okay for a while, but you really need to have it code cut back to an original key.
Okay.
I mean, I can go ahead and copy it now, but if it experiences any problems like catching, you need to bring the car in and we need to cut you an original.
Okay.
And that runs about $35.
That's not bad. Okay.
But for right now, all I can do is the $5 copy. And because
That's
you don't have the car, right?
No.
Okay. Kind of got to have the car to test them out. How did they get that bent?
I have no idea. It's on my mom. I really don't know.
Alright, I straightened it out as best it can be, but once they bend like that, they're kind of dangerous to use. So just keep it as a backup. Okay, get a ring with this. So 540 is the total.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Can I do credit?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Have a good day. Okay, where were we? We were finishing up, weren't we? Yep. Time to go. Time to go do some tool stuff. Just say no. What am I saying no to? Just say no. Just say yes. Isn't that the movie? Yes, man. I'd never be a yes man. That's for sure. I like saying no too much.
two more keys I would like to get.
Oh, okay. One of each one?
Yes, please.
And do you want to do plain brass or any of these colors or patterns? Plain brass are $225, the solids are $275, and the prints are $325. And this is plain brass.
Plain brass. Can I do one brass and one silver?
There's 3 rows. Any of the round heads?
I like that one.
Okay. And it doesn't matter which one's which.
No, it doesn't. Okay.
Okay, $5.94.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, thanks again.
Thank you.
Okay, now, where are we? Thanks for joining in, y'all. She decided to come back and get house keys made. And an upsell for the win, right? I'm gonna go leave a dirty note on this lady's car that parked out here. Yes, happy Saturday, happy weekend, y'all. Sorry I didn't have much content. We kind of got scattered, but hopefully now I can sort out my tools, get a video going on it, or 2 or 3, depending on how the case goes. And then go watch Star Wars tonight before it leaves the theater. And that means that we got to go watch Bad Boys like next weekend. So 2 movie theater trips in a row. I just don't like the movies. I like going to them, but I don't like going to them. It's like one of those things where you could just phase yourself to it. So I didn't have to drive and get in line and blah, blah, blah. If I could just like phase myself into a seat, then we know we're going somewhere, right? When you can just zip around. It'll save you from driving 400 miles too, like I did yesterday. Anyway, thanks for joining in, y'all. Next week, again, I might add, I said this at the beginning of the video, but if y'all see a live for some reason pop up midweek at a weird time when I obviously don't do lives, I'm going to try to do a test thing to see about going ahead and slipping over to the new one that YouTube wants me to do. But so you can stop in and say hi if I get around to doing that. But in the meantime, thanks everybody for tuning in. As always, I have to turn it off so I can turn it back on in a minute. Keep breaking Medico keys. Wow. Did I just hiss? Yes, I just hissed. I didn't upshell the shoe polish. You could always move the car for him. You know, the signs out there are about 20 pounds of concrete, and if Kim and I ever win the lottery, when I pick one of those up one day, it might accidentally slip out of my hand. Oops. Gosh. Sorry about that. It didn't. Wow, it went through your windshield. Sorry, that didn't. How did that happen? I don't think Star Wars has the transporter you were thinking. Beam me up. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. Yep, beam me up. Beam me up, Star Wars. Beam me up, Han Solo. He passed away last episode. We have an IMAX here too. Y'all have an IMAX in your area? Kim can't do them because they're too like up in your face. But Wes would know. Wes, have you been to the new IMAX yet? I've been to one in Florida like 20 years ago. We watched, no, it wasn't 20 years ago. It was way less than that. Maybe 10 years ago, 12 years ago. Whenever the first Transformers came out, we were in Florida and I got to watch the first Transformers, the first new Transformers that came out. So whatever that date is, whenever it was in the theaters, was when I saw it on IMAX. I think it was, yeah, pretty sure it was Transformers. So yeah, I'm not fond of that kind of, I don't know, it'd be fun to experience, but Kim doesn't like it, so. Pop-up Sheldon cutout that says you're in my spot. Yes, Brian, make sure and hit that, spread that love, spread that knowledge. We gotta hit 10,000 this year, and we don't have to, but it'd be nice to. 10 million. But thanks for the reminder to hit the like button and the subscribe button and all that stuff that you're supposed to do. I still look at my stats and only like 20% of y'all are actually subscribed to me. So if you're here and you are not subscribed to our channel, make sure and hit that bell notification and all that other stuff that you're supposed to say when you want people to subscribe to you. Smash that, like that smash button and bell notification that button over there down here in the link in the corner. Where did we start on 1 January? Oh, we were at like 4,600, I believe. I have to go back and see. So we need about 6,000. But it's not a big deal. It's not big. I appreciate you spreading the word though, for sure. Just not on that website. Y'all know what I mean. You're into Star Wars. Check out the Mandalorian. We don't have the Disney Plus channel. Anders, thank you for the hint. I even was talking about this the other day. I was like, because you can only see it on Disney Plus, right? We don't. I guess you could probably. There's probably places where you could go watch it, but we don't have Disney Plus, and that was one of the things that Kim and I were talking about was the Disney Plus. I'd love to get Disney Plus because it's got all the superhero movies and stuff now too. So. How much is it a month? We did a test. We had our phone sitting there, and I was like, because I've never seen a Disney Plus sponsored ad in my Facebook feed. So I would, now, of course, now here on YouTube, it'll probably pop up. Notify the subscribe button. That's right, notify the subscribe button. Kim said $7.99 a month. Is that right? That sounds like an introductory offer. I want to say I've seen like $17.99 a month or something like pretty high. So I don't know what it is a month, but we loudly said, we were like, Disney Plus channel, I'd love to see some information, just to see if your Facebook ads, Facebook was listening when the phone was sitting there. I think it's like $10 a month. Oh, we all know who gave a downvote, the Mr. Downvote guy. Thank you for your downvote, Mr. Downvote guy. We really appreciate that. We really appreciate you subscribing to our channel so that you can downvote whenever a video comes out. That's awesome. That means you're subscribed to our channel. Probably, yeah. And like the notification and dislike the like button. Well, Lowell. Sorry, I don't know why I want to say Lowell. That's like a northern way to say a name, isn't it? If you're here, go subscribe to Lowell's. I don't know if I am or not, but I'll certainly go. I'm pretty sure I did, but if not, I'll go subscribe. And yes, that's it. Where's the other locksmith in town? Yeah, never know who. He may be blasting us away. Maybe already on the block list. I don't know. But enjoy talking to yourself, Mr. Blocked people. Whoever, if you're out there watching right now, enjoy talking to yourself. That may be why you never get responded to. Oh, me. All right, guys, I'm out of here. It's past 12:30. Oh, way past 12:30. We got to go. Thanks for watching, y'all. Happy Saturday. Lock Force disassemble. We'll catch y'all next video. Probably be something to do with tools, right? Have a great weekend. And thanks for tuning in, as always, everybody. We'll catch you next time. I don't understand torrents either. That's all stuff. Oh, some overseas guys are still waiting on stickers. We've got them in queue. We still haven't gone to get money for the. We hadn't gone to get money. We hadn't gone to the post office to get international stamps. We've got the money for it. We just hadn't gone down there to get them. So yeah, just they're coming in. Some of you sticker guys got put on a little hiatus, so sorry about that. But we've still got a few people that are waiting on them. So sorry about the delay. Anyway, thanks again, y'all. We'll catch you next video. Happy weekend. And Lock Force disassemble. Have a great one. Have a great one, y'all. It's totally free to click the subscribe button right there. Click that little subscribe button that's somewhere up here. It's over there by Lock Force Dude. So it's totally free to do so. Ignore that bottom line. Thanks for tuning in, y'all.